Good morning, everyone. My name is David, and today I'm going to present the analysis of corporate governance practice of YTL Corporation Berhad. First of all, I will talk about the company profile and governance structures. YTL Corporation Berhad is a Malaysian publicly listed company which founded in 1955 and listed on Bursa Malaysia in 1985. And it operates across the power generations, cements, constructions, property, hospitality, and more, with the presence in Malaysia, the United Kingdom, Singapore, Indonesia, and also Australia. YTL Corporation Berhad demonstrates a concentrated ownership structures where the Yo family holds approximately 48.7% of shares, and institutional investors like EPF and ASMB also hold significant stakes. The board is led by the executive chairman Tan Sri Francis Yo and also managing director Datuk Yo Seok Kian. YTL Corporation Berhad adopt a hybrid governance models which combining the family leadership and also independence oversight. While it complies with the ACC4325, it reflects its stewardship-oriented and also promoter-led cultures that emphasize long-term value creations rather than short-term profit maximizations. Next, I'm going to talk about the applications of corporate governance theories. From the agency theory perspective, although Yo family's dominance, it also maintains the strong mechanisms to ensure the key committees like audits, nominations, remunerations are chaired by the independent non-executive directors. And the director's remunerations is linked to the performance and also require the shareholder approval. This practice is to protect the minority shareholders and also reduce the conflicts of interest. However, stewardship theories better explains YTL's long-term orientations. The boards focus on sustainability, resilience, and strategic national projects. For example, the investment in 600 megawatts hydrogen-ready power plant and also expansion into AI infrastructures involved long developing period and also heavy capital expenditures. And this project has shown their commitments to strategic stewardships rather than short-term earnings. Yeah. Both theory best explains that YTL governance models structure oversights combined with long-term strategic stewardships. And next part is governance frameworks, transparency, and ESG integrations. YTL Corporation Berhad demonstrates a strong compliance with MCCG 2021 and also Bursa Malaysia main market listing requirements. It maintains a clearly defined board charters, conducts the annual board evaluations, and also ensures the independence oversight over financial reporting across the committees. In terms of disclosures, it publishes the quarterly financial results, audit reports, and also conflict of interest disclosures, while it also issuing a standalone sustainability report aligned with GRI standards and UN Global's Compact principles. And this enhances the comparability, credibility, and also investor confidence. In terms of ESG integrations, ESG governance at YTL is formalized through the YTL GSC, which it directly reports to the boards, and the ESG risks, such as the cybersecurity and also climate change, are integrated into overall risk management framework. In terms of board diversities, the women make up of 33.3% of the boards, which exceeds the Malaysians' 30% of regulatory targets. However, there's one potential improvement for YTL, which is board independence. As we know, YTLs meet the minimum requirements of independent directors. International best practice encourages that at least 50% of board independence, especially for family-controlled companies like the YTL Corporation Berhad. And next part is risk governance, board effectiveness, and also digital oversight. YTL Corporation Berhad adopt a group-wide enterprise risk management frameworks that align with ISO 31000's principles. And the climate risk, carbon pricing, and also cybersecurity are recognized as strategic risks as well. It also committed to carbon neutrality by 2050 and repositioning the subsidiaries to cleaner technologies. It also coordinated in the 3 lines of defense models, which is Audit Committee ensure the financial integrity, Risk Management Committee oversee the enterprise risks using the risk heat maps, and also internal audits conduct the risk-based audits aligns with the global internal audit standards. In terms of board effectiveness, it enhanced through the independent directors and also board effectiveness evaluations. including the peer assessment and also 360-degree reviews. Digital oversight has also becoming more importantly with the completions of the NVIDIA Power AI data centers in Johor. The board has strengthened the digital literacy and also data securities. The directors also undergoes the trainings in technology and data risk. And with the compliance with PDPA in Malaysia and also UK GDPR for wastewater operations, it demonstrates a strong cross-border data governance awareness. And now comes to the last part, talk about the sustainability governances, crisis preparedness, and also reflections. Sustainability governance at YTL is led by executive chairmen, and the ESG consideration is integrated into capital allocation and long-term planning. And YTL also demonstrates a strong crisis responsiveness. Following the offered wastewater investigation into wasted waters, the board voluntarily committed £11 million in shareholder funds to environmental restorations. And this proactive response preserves the stakeholder trust and so regulatory relationships. To mitigate the corruption risk, board also implemented the adequate procedures under the Section 17A of MACC Act, which requires the full anti-bribery trainings and also digital integrity pledges across the groups. And in terms of governance cultures, YTL Corporation Berhad also promotes the ethical conducts through the Code of Conducts and Business of Ethics that apply globally. And the adaptability is reflected in its pivot towards the AI infrastructures and green finance. Resilience is demonstrated through its long-term stewardships and in reinvestment strategies. And now comes to self-reflections. In my opinion, I learned that YTL governance models reflects a careful balance between control and trust. It integrated the traditional oversight mechanisms with the stewardship-driven long-term strategies. And ultimately, strong governance is not static, but it evolves with regulatory changes, technological transformation, and also stakeholder expectations in these complex corporate environments. And that's all of my presentations. And now it's time for Q&A sessions. Any questions from the floor? Yes?
So, why do you say that stewardship theory explains YTL better than the agency theory?
Good questions. In my opinion, I think that it's because agency theory focusing more on control and trust, but YTL governance is reflected through trust-based leadership and long-term value creations. For example, investment in the hydrogen-ready power plant and also the AI cloud infrastructures involve heavy capital expenditures and also long developing periods. And this has shown that stewardship theory better explains that YTL long-term orientation as well. And I hope my answers has clarified your questions.
Thank you.
Any more questions? If no, I will wrap up my presentations. Thank you.